Time goes by quickly and it might feel like forever since we've seen some of our favorite child stars. But even if we did see them, who's to say we would recognize them? Today on Beyond the Screen, we're looking at 10 child stars that you will not recognize today. It's basically gonna be a fun trip down memory lane. I'm your host Josh, thanks for coming back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Come say hi to us on social media, you can find our links, they are down below. And if you're new here, make sure you stick around to the end because we run a hilarious blooper reel and we do comment features at the end of every video, so you do not want to miss out on that. But for now, I say we just get right into it. Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is Taylor Momsen. If you don't know who I'm talking about, she was Cindy Lou Who from The Grinch, the adorable little blonde who won over our hearts singing "Where Are You Christmas" at just 7 years old. She was far too cute not to be recognized as a child star. And then in her teens, she became known for her role as Jenny on the Gossip Girl series. Overall, she's kept a very clean cut and innocent look, which is why you would never recognize her nowadays. In 2009, she completely changed her image when she became the lead singer of the band called The Pretty Reckless. Cindy Lou Who is now 26 years old and continues to kill it with the rock band, being their leading lady. Next up at number 9 is Haley Joel Osment, also known as the kid from The Sixth Sense. It's been over 20 years since the movie first scared its audiences all across the globe. The movie was iconic, and we'd be lying if we said a big part of that wasn't the young actor's performance. He was just 11 years old when he was cast to play Cole Spear, leaving us with the infamous phrase, "I see dead people." Years after he delivered the iconic line, he continued to pursue his acting career with credits like Pay It Forward and The Country Bears. Overall, his acting career didn't quite land as many iconic lines as before, but he has been able to keep his own. The now 31-year-old is still booking roles wherever he can. His last one was in 2019 on the TV series The Kominsky Method. Swiping the number 8 spot is Davy Chase. She's the actress who portrayed the scary girl from The Ring, Samara Morgan. The iconic horror movie blessed our screens back in 2002, and her character has gone on to be a classic Halloween costume or even a good old prank. The child star found her way into the spotlight with this movie, and it even won her the Best Villain Award at the 2003 MTV Movie Awards. She's always pursued an acting career, appearing on shows like HBO's Big Love. She also voiced Lilo in the 2002 Disney's movie Lilo and Stitch. She's now 29 years old and hasn't appeared in anything since 2018, but she does keep a pretty consistent following on her social media pages. So, if you want to creep her, go creep, because I did. She looks a lot different. In spot number 7 is Bug Hall. The child star hit the jackpot in 1994 when he was cast in his first ever feature film, The Little Rascals. The 9-year-old at the time took on the iconic role of Alfalfa. After he brought the love-struck boy to life, he went on to star in other 90s films like The Big Green, The Stupids, and Honey, We Shrunk the Kids. As he got older, he still continued to have a career making guest appearances on shows like The OC, 90210, and Criminal Minds. His real name isn't Bug though, it is actually Brandon, but he goes by Bug. In more recent years, he doesn't have too many credits to his name. He's now 34 years old, and I know what you ladies might be wondering. And yes, at the time of this recording, he is single. Might be ready to mingle. Moving along to number 6, we have Abigail Breslin. Some people would have first seen her in the 2002 horror movie Signs, but it wasn't until 2006 that she actually made a real name for herself. The 10-year-old actress at the time got her first feature film when she took on the lead role in Little Miss Sunshine. She was nominated for an Oscar for her performance. Since then, she has remained relevant in the industry and has built a successful career for herself. She appeared in a variety of movies like New Year's Eve and Zombieland Double Tap, and could also be seen in the TV series Scream Queens. She's still pretty young, she is only 23 years old, so she has a long career ahead of her. Halfway through, at number 5 is Jonathan Lipnicki. It was back in 1996 when the spiky-haired cutie totally upstaged Tom Cruise and Renee Zellweger in the movie Jerry Maguire. He was only 6 years old when he took on the role, and from there, his career took off from that moment on. He took on lead roles in Stuart Little, Like Mike, Dr. Dolittle, and many more. But in more recent years, he's opened up about the anxiety and bullying that he faced when he was a young star. He said that he was always called a has-been, and he was told that he wouldn't book future roles. However, he was able to, and he continued to live out his dreams of being an actor. He's currently 29 years old and clearly likes to work out on his free time. That is what I've gathered from this research. Oh, and he's single. case you're wondering. We're here now at number 4, and we have Barrett Oliver. Back in the 1980s, he was a very popular child star, mostly known for his role in the legendary movie The Never-Ending Story. One would think that his acting career would only go up from there, and it might have, but he decided to walk away from it all when he was just 16 years old. He ended up finding an interest in photography, so he ended up going to college to study it. He studied under an artist named Steven Berkman and 2 master photographers who introduced him to the unique 19th century technique of wet plate photography. From there, he created his own unique style and has spent the last decade giving lectures and hosting his own workshops around the country to promote his craft. Not only is he a photography teacher though, he also is an author. He published a book called A History of the Woodbury Type. Honestly, he probably has the most drastic change on this list if we're talking about just appearances. Like, I would never recognize him. Not a chance. In our 3rd spot is Hayley Mathers. Alright, so this one is an exception because she's technically not a child star. The only reason she's even famous is because Eminem is her dad. However, everyone knew who she was because he was always rapping about her in his lyrics, which also turned into music videos. Back in the 90s, when he was still known as Slim Shady, he released the infamous song Hayley's Song. She was only 6 years old when the song was released in 2002. You would probably never recognize her now. She is now 24 years old and is known as an Instagram influencer. She is known as Hayley Jade Scott online and has a whopping 1.8 million followers on Instagram at the time of this recording. When you look at her, I can totally tell she's related to Eminem, like you can see the resemblance. It's actually kind of weird to see her all grown up like this. Not gonna lie. She's beautiful though. Stealing the number 2 spot is Edward Furlong. Anyone who watched the Terminator film series would have recognized him as John Connor in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Things are going pretty good after his breakout role. He went on to star in a handful of blockbuster movies throughout the 90s like American Heart, Pecker, and American History X. But his career started to dry up when he started struggling with an addiction to drugs. Throughout the years, he's had a lot of legal battles for drug-related offenses. He has been open to media about it though, explaining he was hooked on heroin and cocaine, which has played a huge factor in his drastic appearance change. Good news is, in 2019, he made his return in the newest movie of the series, Terminator Dark Fate. So despite his appearance changes, he did make a comeback in this industry. We've made it to number 1 and we have Orlando Brown. He gained an instant fan base after starring on the famous Disney series That's So Raven for playing the hilarious Eddie Thomas. After That's So Raven, he went on to other acting projects and also got into the music industry. But over the past few years, he's been in trouble with the law and arrested for multiple different things. All of them including burglary, domestic battery, obstruction of justice, drug possession with intent to sell, and possession of contraband in jail. Oh yeah. He went to jail. He looks unrecognizable these days, showing off this really weird raven tattoo on his neck and also showing up to interviews with snake eye contact lenses. Currently he is 32 years old and is out of prison and says that he is gonna make a big comeback and that we should all be prepared. I am ready and waiting. Well, that was a fun trip down memory lane. I officially feel really old right now. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it and share your thoughts with me down in the comments. Do you feel as old as I feel? But for now, I'm going to respond to some comments from some of my other videos. Rebecca Webb says, if you all did have a TV show, I would definitely watch it. You are all awesome. Hashtag give top 10 beyond the screen a TV show. Listen, I don't think this TV show is going to happen, but I'm really happy that we would have one watcher. Darcy Doe says, I love your vibe. You radiate positive energy and I adore it. Ooh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I try to radiate positive energy, but ask Chris, it doesn't happen all the time. Gary Baxter says, you didn't eat breakfast? Oh dear, someone get Joss a thick shake stat. I actually don't have protein shakes for breakfast, but I would take one right now because I'm hungry. David K says, Joss, give us a tour of the studio, please. No, you guys honestly don't want one. I swear, this place is haunted. I'm not even kidding. Alright guys, I am getting out of here. That is our list. Let me know if you want a part 2 and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I've been your host Joss. I will see you next time. But for now, enjoy these bloopers. Did that in one breath. Shut up. Actually, outro, I just write outro. I don't even start it. Just like rock and roll. Are you serious? I'm kind of like chilly in here. Yeah, I've got like a little goosey bumps. Little goosebumps. Can't say I haven't done it because I have. I put my hair right in front of my face The white gown. Must be nice. Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Santa Claus. Why you look so like focused over there? Go to rehab for my attitude.